Before we dive into today's video, I just want to take a quick moment to say I'm not wearing a filter. The skincare routine is giving. But now we are here. Hello, welcome to What's Going On in Shayna's comment section. Now this is from a video a while ago, but I did promise, I picked this comment because it talks about the same thing, but I did promise somebody else that I was going to talk about this topic anyway. My advice for people who are a recovering pick me. So let's go through these comments and then I'll dive into what I have in here in the handy dandy notebook. Was this on the video? I think this was on the video that I have about the history of the pick-me, like pick-me's throughout history. Very much a journalistic deep dive. If you enjoy long-form content, I will be tagging that right over here. But let's dive in. So eye-opening. I'm learning from your videos and just wanted to say thank you. I'm a recovering pick-me and have work to do and reading to do, a lot of both. I say thank you for sharing that, and realizing you have work to do is the first step, so you are definitely on the right path. And then Belle Noir says, lots of love and light to you. It took a lot of re-education to shift my mentality away from pick-meism. It's very much possible, and you will respect yourself. Wonderful, beautiful. Now let's dive into some practical steps that some people can do if they find themselves either wanting to do the work, curious about the work, have a friend that's curious about the work, whatever it is. Let's dive in. Also, hi, for those of you who are new here, my name is Shayna. I'm a journalist. I also talk a lot about decentering men. I talk a lot about child-free living, the intersections of the two, the political implications, and I also write a lot about food. So if any of that sounds like a vibe, please like, share, subscribe, and now let's dive in. Number one, first and foremost, foster healthy relationships with the women, with the girls, foster healthy relationships with women and femmes in your life. Please. That is like the fundamental breaking of the chain away from pick-meism, from centering male attention in your life. If you have shifted away, it's literally, and I talk about this in other videos too, the concept of decentering men can feel very overwhelming to people. It also is something that a lot of men just, oh my God, I'm so scared you're not gonna focus on me, then do I just not exist? If a tree falls in the forest, you know, that kind of a thing. Nonsense. But if you're decentering men, then what are you centering? If you're decentering male validation and all of that, what are you focusing on? So it's less of a focus on the quote unquote negative, which is the decentering, if we're taking that first part, D, negative, and then we're focusing on centering. Centering female friendships, centering healthy platonic relationships, not necessarily with men with the idea of like, oh, maybe it'll become something. We're taking the booga, putting it in the corner. Over here, we're focusing on healthy female relationships, healthy relationships with women and femmes in your life. So that way, it's not just, it's truly a spiritual realigning. It's a bringing into community. It is a focusing on, it's an external way of getting in touch with another side of you. In the words of Jan Van Zandt, I am not my sister's keeper, I am my sister. Next up, we have learn how to enjoy singleness. That looks different for everybody. Like, I am personally loving my singleness. I am currently in the Canary Islands for over a month. I'm vibing around. I got my gym membership. I'm going to figure out how to start making friends here at some point. But like, I would not necessarily be able to do all of the things that I've been able to do if I was with a partner. And even if I wasn't with a partner, if I was focused on getting a partner. Do you see what I mean? So there's a whole world of experiences, of friendships, of other kinds of relationships, of career goals, of ambition, of creativity. If you're able to enjoy your singleness, which does not necessarily mean alone. You can be single and not alone. I am single across the world from my friends and family, and I still have this rich community. My phone blowing up all the time. And I know that as soon as I start to build some kind of roots here, I'll start to develop a community here too. There's a way to enjoy singleness. And the more precious that your singleness is, the more beautiful it is, the less that you're just gonna let any old person interrupt that. Once you have cultivated a space of of love, not just within community, but also within yourself. Once you know what that kind of peace and joy looks like, the next time an ooga is gonna booga your way, you're gonna be like, Damon, don't ruin my everything. It's gonna take so much more. For me, it's why I'm able to have the standards that I have, because I live a life that fills me with so much joy that I don't want just anybody to come in and ruin it. Which brings me to the next point right over here. Set standards, then raise them incrementally. You raise them incrementally, not just because, but because the more that you enjoy your life, the more that you are able to stick to your own word, the more that you are able to hold true to your own promises to yourself, the more that you see your life unfolding like the beautiful adventure that it should be, then hold up. Men in their loud cars, I swear nothing makes me drier immediately. See what I mean? See what I mean? But like I was saying, the raising of your standards incrementally isn't even something that you have to think about after a point, because the better your life gets, the less that you'll accept from other people. The more that you respect yourself, and the more that you love yourself, and the more that you enjoy yourself and your friends and your community, the less that you'll just accept from just any old body, especially a man. Perfect example, right? So let's say that every time you go to hang out with your girlfriends, you get a compliment. Girl, you look amazing. Hair giving, skin glowing, body audying, right? You get used to that from your friends. You get used to that from the people that you are in community with. Now, let's say all of a sudden you start dating a man and he refuses to compliment you. One of these things are not like the other, and one of these things is gone. Now let's move on. Next point, explore why you specifically crave male validation. Once again, this is not a one size fits all situation. It's not all, oh, well, daddy issues, and then you just write it off. No, you really got to start getting to the root of why it is that you crave that thing. And then once you get to that root, you heal the root. You heal the root, so that way that crave, that thirst, that hunger for it, once you heal it, then it's healed. Then it's done. Oh my God, noise. And finally, now this one is going to be a little harder. This one is going to be from situation to situation, because safety first. But if you are in a space where you are safe to practice this, I really think that people should practice saying no to men. If you are in a space that is safe, we understand there's a reason why we choose the bear, but being able to practice this in a space that is safe primarily. Now I understand, like, how are you supposed to know if like a space is safe or not? If you have an okay relationship with your family, practice saying no. Practice saying, hey, you know how everybody's like, oh, like if you're the oldest daughter, yeah, you'll just cook, clean, do all you're basically like second mom. No, I have plans today. You guys can figure it out. Oh, but what about, no, I have plans today. That kind of a thing. If you have a friend group and there are platonic men within that space that you are good friends, practice saying no. Just practice saying no. And sometimes, even if you have to communicate to them, hey, I need to practice saying no to men. It's something that scares me. It's something that whatever, right? And if they can be of assistance, create wild scenarios, just so that way you could get used to getting it out of your body, to getting the words out of your, no, I will not do that. No, I do not want to participate in that. No, sometimes it's just the muscle. Sometimes it's just the muscle. So those are my intros. If you feel like I've forgotten anything, or if there's anything that you would like to add on to here, please tippity type them away in the comment section. Once again, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, all that great stuff. And I will be talking to you guys later. Bye.